Hello everyone, and God bless you all. I am Father Mikhail. I'm a priest serving in Rocor in London, Ontario, Canada, which may surprise some of you. It's not that cold here. It's actually terribly humid. So I'm making this video because I wanted to discuss my intention for this channel. So I call this episode 0. It's more like an intention of what this channel's future and content will be. So first, I want to do some videos on pitfalls for new converts and maybe some not so new converts. These are things that are maybe common sense to some, maybe not to others. Ultimately, I'll be looking to discuss how to navigate coming into the church and being a member of the church in these kind of videos that I'll be doing. Sorry, forgive me. As you guys can probably tell, I've never done this before. I am incredibly inexperienced in content creation. Please forgive the low audio quality. I'm literally recording this all on my cell phone camera and microphone. A lot of, some of my videos will be on praxis, how to structure your prayer life, what's realistic, what one should avoid, namely not overdoing it with your prayer rules. That's something a lot of new converts in their zeal will do, but we have to learn how to, of course, temper our zeal with wisdom. And I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I certainly overdid it with trying to do kathismas and akathist all over the place, and it was a disaster. And so that's something I'll be talking about, is how to avoid burnout in your prayer life, how to push through it, how to structure your prayer rule. But ultimately, when it comes to your personal needs, to your prayer rules, talk to your spiritual father. Okay, he knows you, he works with you, he's going to know you best. And of course, the other thing that I want to talk about that happens to a lot of new converts, or even sometimes reverts to the faith, is how to handle it if your family isn't Orthodox. What are some of the challenges there? And excuse me, and maybe how to navigate that with them. Sometimes when people convert, their spouse doesn't want to leave whatever tradition or line of thought that they come from. Sometimes it could be your children or other really close members of your family. And so that can be an incredibly difficult challenge for some. I've experienced it myself. My wife certainly has. It's a challenge that many converts will face. I'm also going to be doing videos that are more reflections on various events and how they might relate to teachings of the church, how to make sense of certain things in this crazy world we live in, and how to relate to current events through the Holy Fathers, and of course through the application of the gospel in our daily lives. I over time will look to get into more theological discussions, but the main project that I'm working on for this channel is actually an online catechism. It's going to be aimed at converts, inquirers, and those looking, and those looking to broaden their knowledge of the church. So it's not just for people who are, converting or inquiring, but also for Orthodox Christians who are already practicing, struggling Orthodox Christians. The catechism series will take time to produce. And as a priest, I am very busy. So I often cannot commit to a set release schedule for things like this. It's going to take time. However, I will try to put out a new video once every 1 to 2 weeks. And that'll probably be on praxis, reflections, pitfalls. The series I'm working on will draw from various Orthodox works. I'll be drawing from the Law of God by Archpriest Seraphim Slobodskoy. Forgive me. And the Law of God by Hero Martyr Daniel Zasayev, as well as some of Father Daniel's homilies, along with various patristic works by some of the early church fathers, in order to compile just a comprehensive course. Lastly, some of you may know my family, and I have a GoFundMe page. I will include a link to the GoFundMe on this video and on my YouTube channel page. I want to say just again, on behalf of my family, thank you so much to those of you who have donated to support us in this hard time, but not only those who have donated financially, but to those of you who've kept us in your prayers and offered words of encouragement, I certainly love it when people reach out and write and ask for assistance, and I'm always happy to provide whatever I can. I'm not the most experienced priest. I'm probably the least experienced priest on this side of the world. I was ordained actually on the day that Metropolitan Ilarion was buried, which was May 22nd. So that gives you an idea of how recent I am. That being said, I love the church. I love being a priest, and I am so thankful to all of you who have helped support me with your prayers, with your donations, and with your encouragement. And I cannot thank you enough for that. The long and the short of it is to those of you who are new, my parish cannot support me financially at this time. And I have been working full-time as a priest. Other employment options are just not viable in my area. More of the details are on my GoFundMe page. I will take down the GoFundMe, as I wrote on there, once the goal is met or once a long-term solution presents itself. And there could be something very soon that will. I don't know, but when it does happen, I will make an announcement and I will take down the GoFundMe if I've managed to secure some employment. And hopefully it'll be the kind of employment that allows me to be a full-time priest. I can't say anything more about that at this time. I have been asked to start a Patreon, and I will once I have something more concrete to offer in return for your donations and for the subscription to that Patreon. And it will probably be something in the form of more direct communication for questions and answers pertaining to catechism, maybe some additional content. I really don't know. I'm open to suggestions. I'm looking down at a piece of paper right now to keep my thoughts organized. So that tells you how new I am to the content creation game. But I'm looking forward to doing it. I ask you to please keep me in your prayers, keep my family in your prayers, my Matushka Anna, my son John, and my unborn baby who is due this December. Thank you so much for your kind support, for your prayers. And if you have suggestions and you have means to reach out to me, please feel free to give me suggestions. Again, audio quality, video quality will improve with time as my financial circumstance improves, because I want to give you guys the best that I can possibly offer. You deserve it. It's my duty as a priest to try to give whatever I can in a form of ministry and teaching, and that is my heart's desire. So thank you for listening to me, for enabling me to support my family for a short time, and for just tuning in. And so you know the whole deal. Please like, share, subscribe, and God be with you.